let's get some of the reaction on social media. And Stephanie Haney, our digital anchor, it was fast, it was furious, and it came from all corners of the sports world and elsewhere. What jumped out to you on digital?
It really did come from everywhere, and a lot of people had a lot of opinions on what happened between Myles Garrett and Mason Rudolph, including some Browns fans who thought that people were being too harsh on Garrett for what he did. Here's what former NFL players are saying. Marcus Spears, who played 9 seasons in the NFL, says this is not a football thing. He tweeted, "We don't operate like that, and that's not normal in our brotherhood," and said no NFL player that he knows in their right mind would condone what Garrett did or chalk it up to just football.
Stephanie, quickly, I know Marcus. He tells it like it is better than anyone in the business right now.
And that's what he's doing right here on Twitter. You said it right there, Jay. Ryan Clark, however, who won a Super Bowl with the Steelers in 2009, says he has seen players hit with helmets, but not in a game. He has seen it in practice only. But even with that, Clark still says that Garrett should be out for a long time and pay big money for this, and we do know he is going to be out for a while. On the more extreme side, some people are saying that Garrett hitting Rudolph with the helmet should be prosecuted as a crime. But Clark disagrees with that. Clark tweeted that what Garrett did was inexcusable, but not criminal, and the narrative of prosecution or jail time is just simply wrong. Dion Sanders, who has 7 years in the NFL, he's taking a kinder tone with Garrett. He says that he is praying for him. He's acknowledging this was a quick reaction, but says it was a wrong one. And he added, and I quote, "You have a big future ahead of you. God bless you," sending that personal message to Garrett. Now, on the other extreme, O.J. Simpson, with 11 years in the NFL, among other things that he's well known for, is coming to Garrett's defense, basically saying that Rudolph got what was coming to him. Here's what O.J. said.
Look, all I know is this. The minute Mason went after the man's helmet with his foot in his groin, it's on. I'm hearing all these announcers saying that Garrett should be suspended. Maybe he should. But when a guy's trying to get your helmet off your head, and that's where it started, with his foot in your groin, it's on. I'm just saying. Take care.
Personally, I don't know if I would want OJ's stamp of approval. But in fairness, we don't know the full story of what went down between Garrett and Rudolph. And the NFL did say when we got the news about those initial penalties today that other penalties are coming for players. But that doesn't change the fact Garrett hit a man in the head with a helmet. I did reach out to Garrett's representation today, and I'm waiting on a comment back for them. So if and when we get that, we'll update the story on WKYC.com.
All right. Thank you. I want to get your quick reaction to OJ weighing in on Myles Garrett's
Why?
behalf.
Because you saw my face?
Yeah, well, because your facial expression mimicked my feelings.
Well, just, you know, I don't know if I'm Myles Garrett. I don't know if I want the blessing from O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, I was waiting to hear at the end of that, Myles Garrett does not approve this message.
Right. I mean, just sorry, O.J. I just don't need your. I don't
want him coming to my defense.
Not sponsored by O.J. Simpson.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
I don't even know what to say about that.
You know, and there's so many varying points that Stephanie brought up, and we've seen a lot of them. And I think a lot of people are just torn about like how do you feel about this? And that's what I take away from all of it.
We have poll results coming up in a minute that really show how the difference between this is being viewed in Cleveland and the way it's being viewed nationally. We'll share those numbers in a second. I do feel that we need to get this in because this is just out from Dee and Jimmy Haslam, of course, the owners of the Cleveland Browns. They've released a statement that says, "We are extremely disappointed in what transpired last evening at the end of the game. There's no place for that in football. That is not reflective of the core values we strive for as an organization. We sincerely apologize to Mason Rudolph and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Myles Garrett has been a good teammate and member of our organization and community for the last 3 years, but his actions last night were completely unacceptable. We understand the consequences from the league for his actions."